Today's video isn't at the Smoothie Cane, we are stopping at Jimmy John's quick. I'll go with the Cherry Coke today. Oh, it's out, look at that. Kelly just said, now what are you gonna get? I guess Dr. Pepper. Yeah, this was totally clear. All right, Gain. I think Wes is gonna get some of the, got a turkey sub. Loki, we'll get you some cheese. You gonna make the jump? Lokes. Oh, she's gonna kill Kelly for a sub.
Nope.
Welcome to today's video as of recording of this Sunday, May 18th, 2025. A little later than usual, starting the video. Stopped at Jimmy John's around lunchtime. Just kind of hung out for a couple hours. Did a little vegging, watching movies. Ooh, it's a hot coffee. Kelly had something going on with the dog shelter at an event. And then I had to come out here and officially start the video off. The birds are out. GameStop has an incredible deal on games. There is one little catch to that, and we're gonna revisit another store to see if we can get our hands on, dare I say, another N64 classic. And it's officially a long sleeve day, 60 degrees. That's the high, a low of 42, and it's gonna stay this way. Well, that's today. I thought that was the week. Gotta learn how to look at the phone. No, it's gonna stay that way for the remainder of the week. So yeah, some cool temps. And then I'm sure, you know, you get to the point of summer where it's just like, there's no rain, it's just always hot. So I'm just gonna kind of appreciate this, but I'm a little surprised. It's gonna be it's cool for a while. Yesterday we were right down around the corner over there. Picked up NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC. I think I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Showtime NBA on NBC. Really liking that game. I'm kind of struggling with the N64 controller. Looked at a few on Amazon. I want a wireless one, but I don't want the N64 look. It's just the comfort factor. There's a couple that I'm gonna choose from, but yeah, just kind of struggling with that a little bit. Was never really a fan of that controller, and yeah, I'm ready for a wireless. Mommy dearest, not a fan of wires either. Couldn't miss that opportunity. Oh, the Memorial Day sales right around the corner. Didn't get a chance to go to Best Buy yesterday. Wondering if there's any more of the Capcom 2 Fighting Collection here. Stop down there to see if there's any copies left. And these anti-slip things might be new. It looks so clean. The way my feet are kind of sticking to it, I think they just put those here. See if there's any new McFarlane. They have the new Spider-Man McFarlane. We've seen this at the Home Best Buy, the Green Lantern. Garage Gamer sent me, there's a Carnage. There's a Carnage to go with, I think the same size as that Spider-Man. I haven't seen Carnage yet, just Venom and the newer Spider-Man. And the countdown as of recording of this, just over 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Under 3 weeks, over 2 weeks. Switch 2. I was asking Bob if the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is gonna be less copies because there's so many of these remaining. He thought they're gonna make a bunch of those. I'm not seeing any here. If they have any for PlayStation 4, technically PlayStation 5, I'm not seeing any. I wonder if people bought them up or there just wasn't that many out the first wave. Well, Shaq, it looks like the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 has been sold out of this location. Not sure how many were even here, but I know GameStop only had like a handful of them. I was gonna stop at the Home Best Buy. Maybe for the video's over, we'll stop over there just to see if there's any left, but at the Mayfair, nothing here, so we might see it again. Just talking about the controller for the N64. It's because I use the analog right here. I don't like to use this. So playing Showtime, for example, I was using this, and it's just, I like you know, I like Switch, I like Xbox, I like the way, you know, you would use your thumb over here. It's just going down here. I don't mind that the Z button's on the other side, but this controller, it's just not officially working for me. So I'm gonna find one that looks more like a Switch controller, Hopefully, it still has the Z button, but just, you know, it still has the same button layout. I just don't like that part right here. Maybe it's just me. I've just never gotten comfortable playing this, and that's why I never got really into the N64 until as of now. But I just want to see what else is out there. I suppose if they did have that new fighting collection here, it would be right here. It would be in the front. But look at how many of the expansion packs are. All these N64 controllers. So my new rule is I'm gonna think about things for a day. I'll say 24 hours. Might not actually be a full 24 hours. Might end up being like 12, 18. But I waited to buy the Marvel, not the Marvel, I keep saying Marvel, the Capcom Fighting Collection. I should have threw in a Marvel game. It's SNK, it's Street Fighter 2. And I'm glad that I decided to get that now, because it's looking like it's gonna be kind of hard to find. I'm sure that they'll restock it and there'll be an abundance of them, like we're seeing with Marvel vs. Capcom, the Fighting Collection 1. But as of now, they look to be sold out. Let's see what GameStop has. You gotta like it though. I mean, it's busy. It's like you're kind of entering like no man's land here, but there is a ton of people, a ton of activity. Got the green light going into the mall right now. You just don't see that a lot. Next question is just thinking about it, and it was a quick thought because we just came from right there. But if I bought, does it matter which expansion pack you buy? Is there a newer one, or just signing in with the Switch 2? Would that automatically pick up the fact of being able to play the GameCube games? Because I would like to just have that pin, or is that a magnet inside of that package? As much as, you know, I'm kind of trashing the N64 controller, I'd still like to have that. That'd be cool to have. So could I actually get that expansion pack, and that would actually work when I do get the Switch 2 to play the GameCube? Is that the same thing? It's not that I don't like the N64 controller. I just don't like, it just doesn't feel like, you know, when the Xbox came, I like, you know, I went to the PlayStation route, and I'm not saying that the PlayStation had a better controller, but I got used to it. And then when the PlayStation 2 came out, I went with Xbox, and I love that controller, and the Switch feels very similar to that to me, and that's just what I'm used to. And if I can get something like that for the N64, it's a win. But I do like the way it looks. And the famous, or infamous, escalator going up to the second floor. Small only has 2 floors, but we're going up top. And a little elevator action. This could bring in a lot of people on the 5th. It's good that you're seeing this, you know, like walking into GameStop, like this is happening, it's coming out. Matter of what, 2.5, 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm just curious to see if they have this at this store. So I think I bought the last one at the GameStop we were at yesterday. Well, they have one here. So yeah, you can still pick this. I don't think this is going to be a hard game to come by, but it's just the fact that, you know, it's kind of surprising that Best Buy did not have this. It's $39.99. Not too bad of a price. Of course, if you wait long enough, it'll be $30. So this was the previous Spider-Man. This is the newer one. So I really like the way that looks. I like the newer Spider-Man, kind of into action here. You see a lot of this pose, but this is totally different than any of them that we've seen. And the Super Friends have officially landed at GameStop. See if that's Sinestro. You know, the way I feel about it right now. And I have all of these. I don't have the Chase. I wonder if the Chase is a Target thing. For the most part, these were the 4 that were advertised online at GameStop that I first caught wind of these, and then stumbling across them at Target. Oh, and they have Two-Face here. Two-Face. Try to say that 3 times fast. That's the first place that I saw him online, and then yeah, he's been sitting at Target. But I'm just kind of, I should have just went with him and avoided this whole thing with that phony Joker. But you know, I'm just gonna kind of hold out. See if he's there when I'm ready to pick him up. Oh, that's a cool alien shirt. Alright, see, this is gonna become an option for me, just checking to see what graphic tees they have at GameStop. You know, the first thing you think of is, you know, the games, the collectibles, and then you come across these, and you know, just having a hard time finding shirts. This will probably become not just GameStop, but a t-shirt stop for me. You know what? I thought this was the chase for a second. It resembles this. You know, the thing about the Super Friends is I think they're the same size as that. No, maybe they're bigger. I thought it would be to scale. Nah, they're about the same. Oh no, my gosh, what a catch. So that the back cave that I have would be meant for these, but actually these would be a little bit too big for that set. And Decadent Dave told me that they're to scale on the superpowers. So if you have the superpowers and you find the back cave or Wayne Manor or the Villains Lair, they fit perfectly. They're still showing up at GameStop. But yeah, Best Buy, if we stop at another Best Buy, you know, I'll try to fit it in and see if there's any more of these at this store. But yeah, for right now, the first wave might be hard to come across the Capcom Fighting Collection too. There's good 2 Dr. Doom masks. I was thinking about this, you know, doing laundry of all places. I don't know. It's $100. I just don't know where I would put it, but it is so cool to look at. They have it for PlayStation 4 too, so the last 2 GameStops had both. I was told by Bob yesterday that if you have the Xbox, that will be a digital download. The reason why I was able to pick up my copy was he decided to get an Xbox, and he said I can get that digitally. So I don't think it's going to be a physical copy for Xbox. So if you're wondering, you know, which should I get it for? It's only digital for Xbox. I was about to leave and I forgot there are some sales on games at GameStop, and I mentioned a little bit of a catch. Here's the catch. Just received this email today that you can pick up games for only $15, well, between $30 and $15, but the catch is finding a game that interests you. I mean, you're going to see some markdowns on some sports games, some Star Wars games, Mario, that have been sitting around for a while. You know, if you haven't picked these up already, if you've been holding out or just waiting for a deal, now they're discounted. But you know, for me, went through some of these, nothing really was standing out, but select games 15 to 30 at GameStop this week. At least it's for all systems. It's not just, you know, for PlayStation or Xbox. You see the Switch in there. It's just, can you find the right game? Oh, and just to note that their little kiosk, their display has been removed. I was told that the other location will not be getting that back. There's like let's just say a 3-tier store. This would probably be like the top tier. So having all this space right here, like having this real estate, I would have to guess that there will be another display when Switch 2 comes. But as far as Switch 1, no more Switch 1 displays at GameStop. Just pure space. Decided to stop over at Dave & Buster's. We were here before look at that, for the Midwest Gaming Classic to see if we could find Top Gun. About a month and a half ago. We'll see if there's anything new. Still have not seen that arcade. Actually pulling in here, this UFC. The most cars I have seen at a Dave & Buster's for a while. So it's a full house here. A ton of people. Yeah, I haven't seen this. So yeah, you're punching this. Look at this. This is crazy. Oh, they have Top Gun here. They finally have it. So we'll have to come here and check this out on a slower day. But yeah, take a look at this. That is cool. The NBA Superstars, I gotta tell you that after playing Showtime last night for the first time in years, that is, I don't know, Showtime might actually beat out NBA Jam for me. Like this is nothing on I like this game. I like the layout here with controllers, but yeah, I'm loving Showtime right now. Gosh, the size of these machines is just crazy. So we were here, I mean, less than 2 months, maybe it was 2 months. It just seems like there's more stuff here. There's obviously more people, huge party going on, a lot of people here for the day. It's hard to kind of get on here, but I think on a weeknight we'll come back and check out the Maverick Top Gun. Must have just got here in the last couple of weeks. Actually, right on the other side of this UFC. So you look at the size of this, and the size of that Top Gun. Like, you know, you walk in and you don't see it, but it's huge. Like, it's hiding on the other side of this. This comparison, like, look at how high both of those are. Like, it's just incredible how big. I'm trying to block out people. How big these machines really are. First saw that movie Dodgeball. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Like, look at this. Like, if it wasn't for that movie with Dodgeball, are these the characters? Is there a newer, is there like a Dodgeball? It has to be some kind of like a series that I'm just not aware of. Pretty cool. I remember the first time I went to Dave & Buster's in San Diego with my aunt, and they basically said it was like a Chuck E. Cheese for adults. I mean, look at what it is now. And that was probably like 2001, maybe 2002. They just keep getting bigger and bigger. We are back at Game Together. Kind of hinted at this yesterday that we were gonna go on a little bit of a retro gaming hunt. We started yesterday at One Stop Wonders, picked up Showtime NBA on NBC. I think that just sounds better saying it that way. We're here a little less than a week ago. Stopped at Krispy Kreme, got the Pac-Man donuts, and came over here, and I stumbled across NFL Blitz. We'll see if it's still here. And I want to talk about that MK30 they have here. Oh my gosh, they just told me as soon as I walked in that somebody bought NFL Blitz. Was that 2000 or 99?
It was 2000.
2000 yesterday. So he was looking for the PlayStation, and his son saw the box. He goes, "Dad, there's a box here," and they got it. So I want to say it was about $64.99, I think. So, all right, the hunt continues for the N64 NFL Blitz 2000. Man, I thought I was going to get it today. Okay, more bad news. Somebody actually bought the MK30th. They saw it in the video. They inquired about it. I did not know that was for sale. Look at this Capcom Digital Collection. Kind of the legacy of it. That's pretty cool. I can't believe it. We're gonna go back by the arcades and just take a look. But I think it sounds like they're getting more arcades in. But the Mortal Kombat 30th has officially sold as well. The arrows leading to the game room. And unfortunately, there's no more Mortal. You sold Mortal Kombat. Okay, so actually the same buyer came in, not only purchased the NBA Jam, the stool still remains, but picked up the Mortal Kombat 30. So right here were the two arcade one-ups less than a week ago. They were here and somebody left with them. I would have made an offer. How crazy does this stuff, how fast does some of this stuff sell? The deja vu moment here. Less than a week ago, there was two arcade one-ups, MK30 that I would have liked to have. Would I like to add it to the collection? Would have went through buying stuff. Would have got the 19-inch TN monitor to drop in. I think that one would be different. I don't think we can consider that the BOE from buy stuff, but nonetheless, I would have dropped that in, and it would have been set up. It would have been really cool to have. So that's what happens when you sit on stuff. You wait. You know, you take that chance. Should I think about this? Boom, both items that I was interested in here are now gone. Game Together MKE does have a YouTube channel, and I was not aware of this. I subscribed literally the day after we were here a few days ago, and there are weekly, maybe daily updates on new stuff, new announcements. Also an eBay store, so I'll have a link in the description on how well this is showing up. A lot of the arcade lights are kind of setting this off, but Game Together, check out their YouTube channel. I have a link for the YouTube and their eBay store and their website. Oh my gosh, I mean, how quick does some of this stuff sell? That is insane. So I guess I gotta kind of rethink my rule of, you know, when I see certain stuff, maybe you know, besides like action figures, maybe if I come across another game like an NFL Blitz, I'm gonna have to jump on it. If I come across Blitz 2000, I will definitely be picking it up that day. Some of the Master System back here. Wow, look at these titles. It's just so cool that this is like, what are these? 3D glasses, $74.99. They have, oh my gosh, the light phaser. I didn't have this. I had the Nintendo. I mean, I had the Sega too, but I never had at the light phaser?
Changed my schedule. It's Wednesday night. It was normally every Thursday night, but now it's every Wednesday night. Usually people won't see it till like Thursday morning because it's I close the store at 7, and then I bring out all of our restock stuff, and I fill the counters. I shoot a video. I put it all away. Then I gotta go home and edit the video.
So you're editing.
It's like 1 a.m. by the time
right?
it goes out,
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
You have the eBay store too.
I do. Not a whole lot on our eBay.
Okay.
It's typically overstock, things that have been sitting around the store forever, like sealed games that are really expensive.
Okay.
So that is kind of an oversight for us because we're just so busy here. So.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Instead of running discs all day, I bought the optical drive emulator. So we will come down here and we will play Blitz. And if we want to play a 4-player, we open it up and we plug controllers in.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we were here like Friday night till like midnight playing Blitz. Like this era of arcade stuff was basically ran on like Dreamcast hardware, so it runs really well.
Asking about the N64, like why mine looks so much darker? Because you know, if you're looking at a CRT like this, like it's going to show more of its flaw. Plus the cord that I bought might not be like top of the line, but it you know, when we were playing Showtime, it looks a lot darker. I might have to do something to make it look a little bit more crisp. But yeah, here's NFL Blitz. Dreamcast playing on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So it's all Dreamcast games, and he was saying that they can open that up. They could plug in more controllers, but man, that's great. And that's gonna do it for today. A little shot of Shadow Dancer walking out. Well, you win some, you lose some, but yeah, I got a little inside depth here of Game Together. Pretty cool. Great store. I'll have a link for their website, eBay store. Not everything is gonna be on eBay, but you know, if you ever make it, we'll be here more. But yeah, definitely worth a stop. The only thing about missing out is it keeps the hunt alive. Not that I was gonna get, you know, that I really wanted MK30, but when I saw it here, I thought, you know what, I could squeeze it in. I have plans to kind of rearrange an area and bring certain cabs from the basement and put it with those. And I thought I could wedge that in there. It's not a 4-player cab. But yeah, it's not there. Maybe I'll come across it in the future, but mostly I want to get the NFL Blitz 2000. And now that the two that I've seen have the box art, so it's not just the cart. I want to find the actual box. So seems like 60 to 70 is the range for this. We'll just keep looking. I'm gonna thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Okay, Lokes, we got one package here. Got it yesterday from our buddy Carlo and Angel, and another coffee. Decided, let's make one at home. You gonna help me open this? I think I know what it is, but it's a surprise. So it wasn't all a loss today. We still have something really cool to check out. Okay, we just cut the tape. Looks like everything is in this box. And now Loki's in this box. Is there anything else in there? Is that it? You're gonna knock over my coffee, aren't you? I better grab this. Okay, I sensed something bad was gonna happen there, so we just we got her out, then we emptied it out. Let's see. Oh, let's look at this. Great. PlayStation. I wish I could. That's what I'm talking about. I shouldn't have left this up here. Okay, we're gonna leave the rest of this. We'll have a video. Well, let's do an unboxing on what this could possibly be. I think a lot of you know, but I have never tried one of these out yet, and we'll do it very soon. Loki's fine. Just gonna wrap it up here, but we got it from Angel and Carlo, and we'll get into this a little bit more in the next, I don't know, day or two. But yeah, she's fine.